I feel like there's a pressure that the parents put on themselves, they put on their kids. And I'm telling you, people, do not do that. It is disastrous. I've always had that saying. It's if you do all the legwork and if you push your kid where you think they need to go, chances are it's not going to work out for them. And that can be really upsetting.
Welcome to Now What? Hi, I'm Melissa, your host, and you're listening to Now What, the podcast that dives into the heart of midlife and all its twists and turns. Whether you're feeling lost, bored, or just wondering what your next move should be, believe me, you're not alone. So join me and let's navigate this midlife maze together. Let's go. Hello, hoops and glossers. Welcome to Now What, my birthday episode. And I picked a very special guest to be on my birthday week. We have been friends for 40 years. She's a mom of four. She's a wife. She's a small business owner. She's a teacher. She wears many different hats. She lives next to royalty. But most of all, she is the funniest person I know, has the biggest heart, is friends with everyone, almost to the point where it's annoying, to be honest, but whatever. She is one of my favorite humans in the entire world. Welcome, Jennifer Tracy Caesar.
Wow, what an introduction.
We do it right here. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you. So official.
Okay, so Jen, for all of my fans of two, Jen and I met freshman year in high school, tennis tryouts.
Oh, yes.
I was the first one cut. It was traumatizing, but I did not let it put me down. Maybe that's why I'm so obsessed with tennis. I felt like so rejected.
Yeah. Did I make it? I can't remember.
I don't think you did either, but
I was cut after you. That's the most important part.
Okay, so we met when we were just wee ones. We went to Catholic school. We were such good Catholic girls. Yes, praise Jesus. And that was, it was 40 years ago. So tell everyone you're officially an empty nester.
Yes.
We haven't even talked, so I'm so excited to see how it's going. But tell everyone your kids and how old they are, where they are.
Okay.
She has four, you guys. She's a horny little
I have to brag about them. So my oldest daughter graduated from Cal Poly in June, and she wasn't totally ready to jump into the world. She graduated with a math major, so it's very smart. All my kids were, of course. But anyway, she just wasn't ready to jump into the world, and she had done a study abroad, so she decided to go.
She went to Spain, right?
She went to France. She was in Provence, but she's in Spain now. So she's living in Madrid, and she's working as like an assistant at a school. And that's a whole nother story. It's just like how they do their school system over there. It's very interesting. Anyway,
you didn't study abroad.
I never did. I remember you were the only person I ever knew that did that. Yeah.
Out of all my college friends, it wasn't a big deal. Now it's, oh my God, if you don't do it. Have you gone out to visit her yet?
We're going at Christmas. Yes, I'm so excited. So she's in Spain, and then Charlotte. So I have twins that are in the middle, for those of you who don't know, and they're 20. And Charlotte is my daughter, and she goes to UCLA, but she's studying abroad in Paris, France. Yes, and it's been a little rocky, but
wait, right now she's in Paris?
So she's in Paris. Yes, I know. So literally, you want to know who I'm having at my house for Thanksgiving? Vivian. I have one child. Yes, it's crazy town. So anyway, so Char's in Paris, and she's not done till right before Christmas. So I said to Gary's
her husband, who I also call my BFF. It's rare you find couples where you like both the man and the woman, the husband, wife. I'm like,
I think he's in the back getting all dressed up for this because he definitely wants to come in.
He's on. He's coming on. He's so Gary. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So Charlotte is in Paris. So that's why I said to Gary, gosh, we only have to fly 4 of us over there instead of 6 of us. So let's do it. So we're flying over there for Christmas. We're going to go to Barcelona, which I know that's where you were, right?
That's where I was. Wait, Is she a junior? Are the twins juniors?
Yes. Yeah, crazy town, same as Tyler. I know Tyler's, sophomore. Anyway, so she's in Paris until December 14th. Annabelle's until next June. She's there for like pretty much a year. I know. So that's a little interesting. But yeah, and then Cade is still at University of Utah, and he loves it. And he doesn't feel like he needs to study abroad because he loves to snowboard. He loves to bike and hike and all the things that come along with Utah. So he loves it. And then
which is awesome.
Yes. Vivian, my youngest, just started Cal Poly in September. Yes, we are completely and totally empty nesters, like the real deal.
I know. Okay, literally, you and I have not connected. So how is it?
to be honest with you, I'm loving it. Like, I know, is that bad? I feel
It's not bad at all. They just be
yes,
honest.
it's gonna come knocking. Yeah, I've like pondered, why am I enjoying this so much? A lot of my friends are really struggling or not struggling, but just, and I'm like, why do I feel like 20 years old again? I feel like it's like a newfound life. It's a lot of work raising kids and pouring everything you have into them as far as their needs and wants and whatever, stuck in the refrigerator and all that. So I really do feel like it's me time.
I love it. Like freedom. Do you feel free almost?
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
still working. So technically, I'm not like a total lady of leisure, but I'm pretty close to it.
Oh my God. I love. So you got married in
98.
98.
Mm-hmm.
Annabelle was born in
2001.
no, oh yeah, 2001.
Mhm.
Yes, because that's when I got married. Twins were born in 04, and then Vivi was born in
06. So
yeah.
4 under 4 years which is really, looking back on it, it's crazy. I look at pictures and I'm like, that's almost like freakishly. I am surprised people didn't make more comments to me. I did have one lady say it to me once.
What do you mean? What'd she say?
She said, and I think I must have been pregnant with Viv, with babies that I was carrying hanging off of me. And she was like, oh my gosh, do you know what birth control is? And I wish I was quicker and wittier, but I would have said, all of this was planned. This is what we wanted. But I wouldn't.
It is. I don't know. Okay, wait. So also, I'm all over the place, but Jen has 3 sisters. There's 4 of you. 4 of the Tracy girls. But I being the lonely only child, which everyone felt so sorry for me. Like,
I didn't.
Okay, good. Because I said I didn't know any different, but it was very boring at my house. Very boring. And I loved the chaos and loved the commotion. So I literally would go over to Jen's house, whether she was there or not, and just plop myself on the couch. And it was showtime. It was fantastic. No one had to talk to me. I was just there. Oh, it was so exciting.
All she needed was a little popcorn and she'd just sit there and watch the show.
And then Grandma was there.
Oh my gosh, Grandma was there for a while.
Dog. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
When we decided to shave Snoopy, were you there? What?
Like your mother grabbed his balls? Because then she go, what is this? And
he jumped into a creek. We were camping and my dad, God love him, taking 4 girls camping and when he was a total Boy Scout. So anyway, he took us camping with the half St. Bernard, half Cocker Spaniel. And we were out in the water and we felt like we were like raging through and it was like such an adventure. And all of a sudden, Erin, who is not like the biggest like animal lover, she tells the story that she turned around and Snoopy's big balls were coming right at her in the water. She was like smacking them away from her. So I think you're getting those confused. My mom touched his balls for some reason. Balls are a big deal and a family of all girls and my mom, who was a hoot.
Oh my God, Jennifer. God rest her soul. Jen's mom is where you get your personality, your sense of humor, just the giggling. That's what I mean. It was just always a show. So
I was always jealous because your parents would take you on like cruises and stuff. You'd be like, I don't want to go by myself. I'm like, I'll go out with your parents.
A family of 3 is a lot different than a family of 6. My God. We didn't go to Hawaii till what was like summer before senior year. We were full just Tahoe.
Yeah.
Or drive to LA.
I was really good about that. I always look back on that and think there's certain things I took from her. She was very good about saying, these are the things I need. Like I need a cleaning person. So we have a cleaning person. And I need to go on 2 nice vacations a year. And so we did go on 2 nice vacations a year, whether it be like Hawaii. And remember, we were in Mazatlan a lot because my grandparents had a house there.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. So we did do a lot of fun trips. So
we made some great friends in Mazatlan. No, you were always a Mexican. Okay. You get married, you're teaching.
Yeah. Yes.
You have Annabelle.
Did you quit? Yeah, because the amount I was getting paid and the amount to have her in daycare.
Oh.
And to be honest, I always said I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. I was like, totally, this is what I want to do. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And Gary was on board. And yeah, so
But that didn't last long.
It didn't. Isn't that fun? Just the best conceived plans. Like, yeah. So I stayed home and I actually, that's another funny story is that remember, he said, okay, we have to cut back since you're not working. And he said, the first thing has to go with our cleaning person. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't think I made it a week. And then I started teaching classes at UCSB. I was teaching the credential students how to use technology in their classroom. Because remember, I got my master's in education with an emphasis in technology, which is like a long running joke now. But anyway.
And UCSB, University of California, Santa Barbara.
Yeah, I would put Annabelle and her baby Bjorn, and we'd go out there and I would teach my half an hour class, and then they'd give me $50 and I'd turn around and I'd hand it to my cleaning person because I was like, this isn't working for me. So yeah. So anyway, so I stayed at home for probably maybe 6 months, maybe less than that. And I just was going berserk. I just was involved in every organization in town. And
but you are a go-getter. Jen has the energy. You still do. You have so much energy.
Really? Oh, thanks.
Yeah, but I feel like you get all you girls and your parents, you were raised to be workhorses.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Very much.
Yeah.
We all, and our kids too, all have very strong work ethics.
Yeah.
I love. So
yeah.
We can sometimes go mental health, work, the whole mental health buzzword now. And so I'm like, make sure you're looking out after your mental health. I say that to my kids all the time.
Exactly. But then, okay, so you taught, so you felt that balance was like manageable, doable.
What, teaching? I never taught when Annabelle was born. I was actually the minute
the class when you taught at UCSB.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
That's my daughter. Excuse me.
I wasn't including that. Is that Shannon?
No, that's Devin. It's chaos. This is our lives, right? I'm not even going to pretend. I'm not even going to hide.
No, I'm telling you, you're going to be so well prepared by the time that Devin flies the nest. So actually, the new term is bird launcher. Ew. It's no longer called empty nest. It's called bird launcher.
What? Because empty nesters is like too negative.
Yeah.
Bird launch.
Because you've launched your birds out into the gray wide open.
I've done feeding my children with worms.
Leave the nest. It's like depressing thinking of empty nester.
I know.
Like, nest all by yourself. I don't know, sucking your thumb. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot going on out there. Yeah.
So then when did you buy?
So 6 months in. Yeah. So 6 months in, I was just busy doing all kinds of stuff. And Gary was like, this is neat, but if you're going to work this hard, why don't you do something that pays you? And I said, if you can find something that pays me and that I can be still a stay-at-home mom, sign me up on the dotted line. And so he is a commercial insurance broker, if anybody needs help.
Santa Barbara. Or nationwide, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so his client was my gym. And so we had nothing like that in Santa Barbara. And so,
my gym's a Gymboree, right? Yeah. Is that, I know it's totally wrong, but better.
Yes, but better. So nothing like it. And so I was like, sure, why not? And Annabelle could be with me. And so lo and behold, I did that, which I cannot believe that was 16 years of my life. But you know what? It was great because I could have the kids with me all the time. I was meeting and having fun with people in the exact same boat as me. We were yapping it up and it was great. It was a great business.
No, I remember you doing that. And I remember thinking like, God, this would be awesome because I know you mean my whole plan was to go back to work and Shannon thought I was going back to work. And then funny side note, my oldest Tyler was born on the exact same day as Jen's twins, March 10th, 2004, which is crazy. It still is actually super crazy. And I literally, before I had babies, was like, and this is where you're part of a plan. I'm like, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to have adult interaction and I'm going to work full time and just do it all. On the day he was born, I'm like, well, plans have changed.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd want to be a stay-at-home mom, but I do remember, I think I've said this in the past, the day I had just gotten promoted, I just got this promotion at MSN that I was waiting for while I was on leave. And then I was going back and forth. And basically I would have been working to pay the nanny. Now I did lose out on my 401k and all that stuff. And Shannon about had a heart attack. I'm like, I think let's try this, see if I can stay home. And the day I quit, I was just relieved because it was just that pressure of talking to my boss and he was amazing. And then the day after I called my dad crying, going, why did I go to college? Because I'm sitting there and I'm just looking at back then, he was 5 months old when I gave notice.
So wait, did you work the first?
No, I was on maternity leave. I got 3 months paid and then 2 months additional unpaid. And then, do you know, this is how desperate I was to meet people. I joined a mom's group. I went to a freaking Tupperware party. I am sorry. I am sitting there going, No offense to those if it's tough. I don't even know if Tupperware is still around. No offense to those if that's your jam. I remember going around, what is my life? I'm at a Tupperware party.
Yeah.
And that's
Went
just
to a
not
lot of cabbie parties. I remember
cabbie.
And I'm trying to remember what the name of that jewelry. There was like jewelry, like all the people, all the moms, like they were having like little parties and stuff. And I was at all the parties and yeah.
I even tried Arbonne, but I say that. And then 20 years later, eventually I went back into nutrition and into fitness. But that's the thing now is, let's talk about your path, because I want to talk about how it led into what you're doing again now. So,
okay, well, you get back in there. You jump in there if something jumps out.
So you do my gym, and then you decide. So now you've had 4 kids, barefoot and pregnant.
Yes. The day that we opened the doors to my gym, it took a while because we had to find the right location, permits, all that stuff. So by the time we opened the doors, I'm not kidding you, the day we opened the doors, I had to go in for my ultrasound, and I went in there and I was, okay, let's speed this along here. I got a business to run. And I was like, hey, gangs, sign up, everybody, get some birthday parties on the book. Like I was ready. And that was where my focus was. And of course, I had Annabelle. It was great. I knew I was pregnant again. So I was like, okay, super. The doctor says to me, oh, look, there's your uterus. Oh, it looks great. I'm like, okay. And he's, oh, you got 2 of them. Just like that. And I'm thinking, 2 uteruses? Like, how do they not know I had 2 uteruses?
I would totally think that was like, wait, was Gary with you or you alone?
Hell yes, he was with me, because I probably wouldn't have left the doctor's office if he wasn't, because I just remember I sat up and I was like, it was like the movies. I was like, oh my God, no. I literally was like, I can't have twins. There's no way I can have twins. Because all I knew about twins was that you have to be on bed rest the whole time. You're like humongous, like all the stuff that I didn't want, that I just hadn't planned for.
Of course.
So I was terrified.
Wait, and they don't run in your family, or they must?
My grandmother's sisters were twins, but that's like it's not on it's not my grandma, and nobody in her paternal and maternal family. So I know it's very weird. Suzanne had twins too. So yes, I know.
Right. Her youngest sister.
And all natural. But anyway, so I freak out and I'm just sitting there like, literally, what a horrible person I am that I'm like not excited about this. But then Gary was like, he was so excited. He was like high-fiving the doctor. They're like running around and remember,
well, of course, because he doesn't have to carry him and shoot him out.
Totally. And you know what? Remember, I had a hard time conceiving Annabelle. Crazy enough. I know. All those people that just said, just relax, that I wanted to kill. They took 4 years, and we were doing artificial insemination. We were doing the drugs. We were just about to do the IVF. But so
I forgot about all that.
I know. It's easy to forget because I have 4 of them now. Those listeners who are at all struggling, I feel your pain, and I hope everything turns. So anyway, but
I want to pause real quick, because I think it's an important point when you find out you're having twins and your first reaction was, oh my God, no way. I think that is such a normal, you can't judge that. That's just reality. Doesn't mean you're the best mother ever. You love your kids, of course, but it's okay for reactions to not necessarily be what the fairy tale is. Like, oh my God, you be Skippy. I'm going to have twins. So I think that's a good message. It's okay to not have fairy tale feelings all the time.
Totally. And that's something I love that you talk about that, Melissa, because I do feel like this journey of life that we're all on, I feel like that's a really good thing for people to not judge others and judge yourself, and just to be kind to yourself and know that, I don't know. I feel like I've been fortunate in the fact that I really don't give a shit sometimes what people think.
You've always been very confident.
But is that confidence? I don't know if that's confidence or if it's just, I don't know. I just have never, and I've had people say that to me. Oh, don't you care? And I'm like, I'm 53 years old. No.
But Jen, you were like that at 13.
I know.
You were you. This is what I think why so many people are drawn to you is that is confidence. I went through very insecure stages, like very insecure. I didn't try out for basketball because I got too intimidated by the seniors my freshman year. You just showed up and did things. I'm different now. I've learned, because it is true. It's that thing of like, when you ask 90-year-olds, what do you regret? It's like they always regret the things they didn't do, never the things they did,
so
whether they failed miserably or whatever.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, you've always had that, which is amazing.
Thank you. I know. And I'm not kidding you. I just had this conversation with a kind of a newer girlfriend like 6 months ago.
Like dating, girl dating.
Yes, she's 6 months older than me, and we were talking about it, and to be honest, I feel bad, but I was literally like, "Oh, why are you spending so much energy on this? Like, why? I don't understand. Let's do something else. Let's have fun, or let's go do something." And she was really hung up on somebody, how some other woman was treating her, or whatever. And I said that. I was like, I can't even imagine feeling like that. I'm 53. And she said, I've always struggled with that. And I just thought something happened to people when they got to a certain age that just went away, but I guess not.
Yeah, I hope it does. I definitely can say I look back at how much I was involved in Tyler, my oldest kid's life and social stuff and drama where I should not have been versus now my youngest, Devin, my sophomore. Like, they'll figure it out.
Yeah,
obviously, major things are happening, but like,
you're the most real person there is. Always have been. Says it as it is. A real person, and which is what you get with Melissa, which is just fabulous.
Thank you. But I got caught up in, oh my God. Oh, did your kid get him? I did get caught up in that stuff with my first. Now it's like, all right, put up your bootstraps. You don't get invited to everything. You know what I mean? Right. So
imagine your urine. Like, just had you, and they didn't even have any, because I would say Annabelle was like my guinea pig. She was like the test one.
Yeah.
I can't imagine not having others, because you're right. I feel like things have just been so much more smooth and cool, and with Viv, just because it all work out. It's going to be fine. Where it wasn't.
Oh, totally. I've apologized to Tyler. I said, Tyler, you and I were learning together. No, seriously.
Totally. I get it.
Like, I read all those stupid books. Not that you don't get some good tips, but mine didn't fit some of the textbook.
Nobody's does. Like, you have to have a stack of them, because you can take it all in, and you, like you said, you take little bits from each and hope that you can apply it to your life. But come on, let's be honest though, when you're really in it, and I know I had those people around me that were, I don't know, just were fabulous stay-at-home moms, and they were doing amazing things and cooking and doing this and hiking and look like $1 million. And I do remember thinking like, wow, like you got your shit together. And then I remember being like, okay, like that, it is what it is. What am I going to do?
What are you going to do? And guess what? Behind the scenes, they probably didn't have their shit together.
Totally.
Because it depends what your priority is. Even to this day, I am not, this is going to shock you, Holly homemaker. If you invite me, I have literally a mound of laundry, but let's go play tennis. Let's go do this. Bye-bye. I could care less what the house looks like. Yeah. Clean, but there's a lot going on. So
but it's so nice that doesn't bother you. It doesn't rattle you.
No, although I will freak out on the family.
That's part of growing up. They need to have a little bit of that.
Yeah, right? For sure. Yeah, I'm just not gonna, I don't know. I'm just not Snow White.
Yes. No,
but some people are and love it, and all power to them.
Totally. Yeah. That's what I mean about everyone's got to respect one another, or feel like they have to put their own. Oh my gosh. In my mom's club with Annabelle, I remember I barely spoke, because again, I was like, shit, I don't even know what I'm doing here. And here I prayed for this to happen. And now I'm like, oh my God, I have this baby, and my God. Anyway. And I remember this one time I was so excited. I really liked my mom's group. They were really a sweet group of girls. I'm friends with still a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I remember this one day, I don't even know how I got it, but I got one of those Johnny jumper things. The things that like you put in like your window, like your doorway. And I just remember being like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like I was actually able to unload the dishwasher, and I could cook dinner, and she was just jumping away, having the time of her life. And I was like, I can't wait to share this with my mom's club. And so I shared it. And this lady, who's again was one of the ones that like just reeked perfection. She was like, oh my gosh, those are so bad for their legs. Like, haven't you read the studies?
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
No. I remember I came home and I threw in the garbage can because this lady told me, because this lady told me it was bad for her legs. And I remember my mom being like, for God's sake. She goes, that's if you're leaving him in it for 7 hours a day. You're like, when's it, like a half an hour? That's ridiculous.
Okay, so this will make you feel better. I had one of those things for Tyler.
Yes.
He jumped so hard and fast, and he was a long baby. You guys, my child is now 6'4". His toe was bleeding, and he kept going.
He jumped out of it.
Oh my God.
Imagine. Oh my gosh.
I do remember you're going to die. So then this is the difference between first kid and then subsequent kids. So we go to visit. Jen and Gary also live, not only being my favorite people, live in my favorite city ever. We go to visit you guys. And so you have Annabelle and the twins, and I just have Tyler. And we go out in the backyard and we're feeding them lunch. And you just have a bunch of Mexican food there. And but I brought my own. I'm carefully spoon feeding Tyler. And you put the twins in a high chair and just dump the food, the beans and the rice. And I'm okay. And the kids are just grabbing and putting it in their mouth. And I'm like carefully feeding my child pureed peas. And I look back at that moment and I'm like, because by the time Dylan came around, and then Devin, my third, I didn't even cut anything up. It's
right?
like,
that's what I mean. People have to have more than one because otherwise, I'm not sure what would be happening.
Wait, back up. So you sell the business.
Okay.
And then I remember talking to you and you're like, yes, I'm going to do nothing for a while. And I'm like, we're going to see. And I knew, I'm like, this is not going to last long. I just knew. But you're like, I love it. I wake up. I go walk the dogs on the beach. But then how long?
This is during COVID too. So it's like everybody was hunkered down. I was like in a Betty Crocker and I was wearing pearls with my pajamas.
Shut up. Were you?
Day drinking. And yes, I was going down to play volleyball with the kids at the little clubs. Yes, I was having fun. But then all the kids went back to school and like in their pods and stuff. And it was important for me to be there. And to be honest, so I really was ready to be done with my gym for probably about 5 years.
Yeah.
But it was a thriving business. It was, I wasn't going to start advertising like I'm going to shut the doors so I just kept going about it and it was fine. But I knew I wasn't totally into it. COVID, that was one good thing that came out of COVID is that it forced me to shut the doors. So, yeah. And then I stayed home and I felt like it was important to stay at home. This is back when we thought people were dying and all of it. And so I stayed home and I made sure the kids got into their pods and that was fun and all that.
Wait, can we pause?
Yes.
Only Jennifer Caesar would say that was fun. I was crying every day during COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were like, do you remember that? There was a funny thing going around that was like, hey, people, your dog friends are needing your love or something. It was totally like, oh my God, you're right. Like I
don't get it.
It was like basically the type of person that you
are.
I'm like a cat. Oh, I was like a cat. Like I totally liked like being by myself and totally just like being with my kids and just hunkering down. And basically they were saying like dog people who were like going crazy. And I did. I had several dog friends that I could tell were just like, I'm going freaking berserko. And I'm sorry.
No, it was more when COVID first hit. So that was March because it was like the week after the kids' birthdays.
Yep.
I remember it vividly. And the poor teachers, but we then had to monitor and do the curriculum with the kids because they didn't know. These poor teachers, my heart went out to especially the older teachers.
How old was Devin during that time? Because I was doing none of that. It was like,
it was 2000. No, 2020.
2020. Yeah, 2020. That's okay.
Okay, do the math. When was she born? She was
years ago. So she's a sophomore in high school.
She was 09. She was 11. So she was in 5th grade.
So she was still little. She was still young.
Honestly, thinking back, 5th grade, whatever.
I know.
She missed 5th grade camp. She was my only kid that wanted to go to 5th grade camp. I know. And that's when the drive-bys, I did the drive-bys. But it was at that time.
Brutal.
Yeah. So I had Dylan in 8th grade. Tyler was a freshman.
No, Dylan and Viv, you're right. It was March. Yeah, because Dylan and Viv are the same age. Yeah.
Yeah. And they did their graduation. Oh my God, you'll die. So they did their graduation over Zoom. Like they put up pictures of each kid, the 8th grade or promotion, what do they call? And anyone could log in and you could write comments.
Yes.
So my dad, he goes by Popsy, Popsy. Is that so my dad? And so we're at Dylan's friend's house watching this graduation and his friend's older brother, because my dad, Popsy, is, go Dylan, you're number one Dylan. And this guy's like, hell is Popsy.
Way to get Popsy.
Oh, Popsy.
I love Bill.
Oh, Bill. Bill still remembers.
Yeah.
Jennifer called me in high school. Now, keep in mind, we did not have not even close to cell phones. This is in high school. And he says to this day, you left the message because your dad had just like, hey, we're going to go up and go skiing. Your dad would take us for the day.
Right. No, he was a charge.
The message you left on you got to ask my dad next time he says,
I remember that.
Melissa, this is Jennifer. Emergency. We are going skiing tomorrow. Emergency. Call me back immediately. Oh my God. He brings it up to this day. He is the funniest moment.
You got to love my exuberance.
Your exuberance. You're exuberant. Okay, so you're in COVID. You're happy as can be. You're a cat, but you never owned a cat.
No, and I'm really not a cat person. But I'm
No,
like
but
that type of person that I do
homey,
enjoy.
cozy.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And like I said, I had a lot of people that didn't, that were freaking out. So you saying you cried, I really do understand it because I remember, and I remember, what? This is fabulous. I love this. I finally am off the crazy rat race, the hamster wheel of club sports and all that nuttiness and all the pressure to the calendar, do this, do that. I just felt like everything came to a screeching halt, and it was like, everybody was there. So I was like, oh, okay, great. So anyway, yeah, so that was good. And then, but then the kids went back and I was like, okay, I'm going to, what's that word? I'm going to redo myself. I'm going to reinvent myself. I'm going to reinvent myself. I said revent.
No, reinvent.
No, I said reinvent. You know,
we can blame our English teacher.
Oh my God. No, let's blame menopause. That's another whole.
I have a few questions about that.
Yes. Anyway, yes, I tried to reinvent myself, and I thought, all right, I'm going to go to work with my sisters, who are both amazing and very successful real estate agents. Not for me.
It has nothing to do that it was your sisters either. I think working with family, I couldn't do it.
I actually loved working with them. They were fun. We were cracking up.
And Jen and her sisters, you guys are so close, and they are so fun. I swear to God, my favorite event ever to this day was your birthday going on the boat.
Okay, I thought you were going to say my mom's funeral. Yes, remember dancing at my mom's house after?
No, that was very fun, but it was also
very much. But anyway, yes, the boat. Or what about?
And Jen's sisters were like my sisters. It's just it is something. I love friendships where you have known each other for so long. It's just so comfortable.
Yeah,
we talk. We don't got much.
I know.
We don't even talk much.
But bad talker. I'm a very bad phone talker. I just
no. It's not the only time I talk is when I'm in the car.
Yeah, same.
No, but it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't, because I know you love me and I love you.
Exactly.
And I know in a jiffy, all you'd have to do is I need you, and boom.
Of course.
And vice versa.
But isn't that, I'm like that, especially as the kids get older, I don't have to deal with some of these parents. I have pared down.
Yes, very much. Very much.
That
really, as the kids have gotten older, those relationships that were purely based on your kids, those are quite evident. Like which is fine. It served a purpose.
Totally.
Good. But yeah. And you never know. Like I have friends now who I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm better friends with you now than I was when we did have kids together, just for whatever reason. I don't know.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. So you decide.
So really
reinventing yourself.
Jam. Yes. I'm reinventing myself.
You're reinventing. Oh yeah. So how long did you last in real estate?
God, I don't even remember. I just remember it was like literally 24 hours a day. And I was like,
your sisters are hustlers. They work their ass off.
They are hustlers.
They're and Jen's mom, you were meant for real estate. Remember when I came down and you showed me? It is.
Yes.
But I couldn't do that. I don't like that. I'm fly by the seat of my pants, but not that much.
Same.
I need a little more structure.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be 6, that's
my mom and my sisters, literally all three of them, feel it is not even work for them. It is their passion. They love it. It's everything. It's their friends. It's their social outlet. They absolutely, and they're everything. Like, I feel like I'm like schlepping, like making people buy something they don't want to buy. And my sisters were like horrified when I said that. And they were like, it's setting up their lives for the rest of it. It's setting them up for success. And I was like, okay, I'm not feeling that way. So not me.
Which is okay. Good for them that they found that.
Yes, 100%. And they're great at it. So,
amazing.
Yeah, so great at it. They'd be calling me on a Saturday morning at 7 a.m. And then that night at 10 p.m., I was like, sorry. Yeah. So anyway, it's not for me. So I literally prayed about it. Many times in my life, I have really can say I wholeheartedly sat and prayed about it. And I started thinking, like, maybe I want to go back to teaching. And there was a story that happened. I don't want to get into it because, but all of a sudden I had this feeling like, I think I have to go back to teaching. And I was going to go back to public, but the public school system at that time was a little bit in shambles because of COVID. It was still COVID-y time and everybody was running amok. And I actually applied to substitute teach, which was a big step for me. And I went and I made sure all my paperwork and all the stuff that was supposed to happen. And they never called me. After everything that was said about these poor teachers who were just isolated and scared and all this stuff. And I was like, they never called me to sub. So I was like, okay, not my thing. So I called up the school that my kids had gone to, which was literally like a safe haven for us. It was
I
a
know.
fabulous little sweet little school. And
Down the road.
right down the road, like a mile and a half away from
Yeah.
me. Absolutely loved and still love all the teachers that worked there and how much they loved the kids. And really, I feel like part of my children's success I give to them because I feel like they really did help raise them and really set them up for positiveness in their lives. And so I
Yeah.
just felt, wow, I'd be so lucky if I could get a job there. And so I called and I left a message
Aw.
for the principal and I just said, hey, I just wanted to let you know I still have my credential and I didn't know if there was a place available. And so she called me up and she said, we have a fourth grade position open, which I was a little scared about. So I immediately was like, let me look at what the math is.
That's why you were scared? Yeah.
I was
Oh, believe me, I get it. They don't I can't out my kids, and math was my strong suit.
yeah,
I don't know how they
not
teach it
hard.
these days.
It's crazy. The
Yeah.
Common Core, I actually really like it, but anyway, side note. But yeah, so I said, okay. So I just jumped in with 2 feet forward. Gary was like, what? Why don't you just stay home for a while? And I was like, honey, it's going to cost a lot of money to keep me home because I'm going to be like, mama needs a new couch.
It's
I
true.
need duvet cover. I would have been like a chronic shopper. And anyway, so I've been back. This is my 4th year back, and I just love it. I love it. And it really, especially with this empty nesting, I do feel like it
Yeah.
gives me, I want to say purpose, because of course I have purpose, but it really gives me something that I have to do every day. And I love all my little kids. They're so sweet and they're just so lovely. And the parents and everybody. It's just it's a good environment for me.
No, I love it. I don't think purpose is a bad word, which is exactly like my target market because it's what I'm going through is as the kids got older, I would say 6 years ago. And that's when I went and worked part-time at the health and wellness place downtown because they needed me less. And
Wait, is this when you were still doing the Arbonne?
that was right
That's an
before.
overlapping. Yeah.
That's the same. That's how I started because I was
Right.
no, same time because I was a client at this wellness store and then I had done their program so much, I just started selling the stuff, but that was not me. I hate you got to use your friend group.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
don't like
I'm the same. I'm not really
I
a
don't
salesperson. I just
no,
or I
I
haven't gotten
am if
anything
I'm
passionate about.
passionate about it. Like
Yes.
I sell based on, but if you buy it or not, I don't care. But I will if I believe in something, I will tell you why you can't live without this, but then it's up to you. But that's the thing. And I think a lot of women, whether you have worked the whole time you've raised your kids or you have been at home, change is inevitable. What's the next step? How do you get and what I think is interesting about your story is you went full circle because you're about to teach after you graduated college, before you went to Saipan. Then that craziness happened. And then you went then in between, you own a small business,
Which is
tried real
totally
estate.
which was never in my plans. And I was a business major when I started college because I wanted to make lots of money and I was going to be a business lady. And I think my first semester I had some crazy ass math class and I was like, I think I got a 1.1 my first semester. My parents were literally like, were you amongst the living? And I just was having so much fun. I just was having the time of my life. It was really like the time of my life. And so anyway, but I just decided, you know what? I don't think business is for me. It's too many math classes. And so that's when I switched. My mom was like, oh, you would just be the best teacher. And so I was like, all right, fine. And
So
that's
true.
what I tell my kids too. You don't have to choose a major that you're going to do for the rest of your life. Choose something that you're interested in. Choose something that's interesting to you because whether you use that degree or not, obviously, if you're going to be a doctor, although I have doctor friends who say the same thing. When you go to med school, you have to take all those classes anyway. So why not study something different? So anyway.
Jen, what has changed? Because from when we went to school, I barely knew what colleges you guys were our friend group was applying to. I didn't care. I just actually wanted to know if it was going to be a fun place to visit for me.
Right.
There was I didn't feel any competition. Definitely didn't have the pressure to know what my major is, what I'm going to do for a job. I fell into my career. I happened to be a communications major just because I started taking those classes and I liked them. And then
and fabulous. Who would not hire that?
And then it led me randomly into advertising just because those were the open jobs that the headhunter sent me to. But what is these kids these days? They feel so much pressure to know what college they're going to worry about college in middle school. I don't think I knew how to spell college in middle school. Actually, I was a very good speller, but I didn't even cross my mind, let alone what their lives hold. Why?
I know. It's these poor
What
kids.
is it?
And part of it is, I hate saying this, but a lot of it is the parent. I feel like there's a pressure that the parents put on themselves, they put on their kids. And I'm telling you, people, do not do that. It is disastrous. I've always had that saying. It's if you do all the legwork and if you push your kid where you think they need to go, chances are it's not going to work out for them. And that can be really upsetting. And everyone's not meant to go to Stanford, for God's sakes. And so I don't know, there's a process of it. And I feel like if you trust the process, they will land where they're meant to be. And honest to God, I said that after the first kid because I saw so much craziness going on around me. And now fourth kid that I've launched off into college, and they've all landed probably places that I wouldn't have picked or didn't think or whatnot. But I do feel like you got to trust the process. And it's really your kid's decision. Annabelle, who is still so smart, so bright. I remember her being my first kid, all these colleges she got into. And I was like, what do you mean you're not going to go there? What do you mean you're not going to go there? And she was really like, she decided on her own where she was going to go. And I look back on it now and I think some of those schools, they would have eaten her alive because she likes being top dog. She likes being like top dog. And in a school that's filled with so many top dogs, it would have been not so good. So she absolutely loved her experience. And it wasn't just about learning. It was about who she became in the process of it. And that at the end of the day is, I think, more important than the actual education that you get. That's just my opinion.
Jen, I think you need to do a TED Talk on exactly what you said. I'm not joking. I could not agree more. Like I don't even think my parents like reviewed my application.
Oh no.
I mean, like
work with a pen and circled in or pencil circled in bubbles. Remember that? It was like
it was just like I need to check for the application. Right. So I think why I have, and this is probably like parents today are so much more involved in almost a detrimental way than our parents.
But then you can also look at it in the sense that college is so friggin' expensive.
Actually, and it's so much harder. I wouldn't get into Santa Barbara today.
My point is that. And so think it starts when they're little. It's like what I was saying to you about being on that hamster wheel during COVID, that all of a sudden I realized like, oh my gosh, this is amazing that I don't have to do all this that I was doing because I had set my kids up. They enjoyed volleyball. Great. Volleyball's super, super. Before you knew it, oh, you have to be on this team, the A team over the B team. Oh, if you're on the A team, then you have to travel here. You have to go here. You have to spend your summers in Indiana. You have to stuff that like in my right mind, I would look back now and go, what? But you have to do it. Your kid likes it. You've made this sacrifice. You've started it. You can't just go, we're not doing it this year. That wasn't a choice. Anyway.
No, yeah, I couldn't agree more. The sports thing, you mean like I'm going to Texas this summer?
Have fun with that.
I know. But I agree with you because sports were not like, it was only rec, which is great in a lot of ways. But I do think sports is like one of the best classrooms for kids.
Totally.
Period. And I've always thought that.
And it's gotten nuttier too. Well, like my students when my kids were going, it was nutty enough that they would play a club sport all year round. Plus they would play, like you said, a rec YMCA or some kind of rec, whatever. And that was in itself crazy because we had 4 kids. That's 8 different practices that we have at least, several times a week. Nowadays, parents, and I'm talking, I have 9-year-olds. I teach 9 turning 10-year-olds, and they have kids in multiple club sports. They travel all over the country, not even the country, all over the world. I had a student that left
Europe now.
Yes. But you know what? And that's what the whole like pay to play thing, that's the part that I never knew about. I never knew about that when my kids were younger. And I remember finally learning that. I think it was with Viv, my last. And I knew that her volleyball team, God love them, they were the sweetest little group of girls, but they were certainly not, everyone always felt their kids the hustler or the number one.
Olympian bound.
They were in like I forgot even what they call it. It was like the chipmunk version or something. Chipmunk, whatever. It wasn't like the gold class or the bronze class. It was like down into like the gravel. You're the gravel class. I remember literally being like, oh, and being there in Indiana and when it's like midnight and the girls are playing and I'm like, it was never like this with my other kids. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a pay to play. They will take anybody and everyone who's warm blooded or for it
and charge you a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to switch gears real quick before I lose you.
Yes.
Okay, menopause. Do you still get your period?
I haven't had my period in years because I had an IUD put in. Do you remember I was having horrible migraines and I was anemic? It was really awful in like my mid 40s. And so I had an IUD put in that was like God's sake. So if anybody out there is experiencing that kind of craziness.
What was it about the IUD?
I don't know. My OBGYN or my GYN, I'm not sure what you call it. Do you call them OBGYNs anymore if you're not?
Well, if they do both, they're still an OBGYN. They're just not OBing in me.
Yeah, she's not OBing me. She was just gynoing me. So she was amazing. And she was one who recommended it because I was really struggling.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was spending more time in bed.
And that's not you.
No, and it was horrible. And so anyway, so she was the one who recommended it. So I haven't had a period in a long time. And so I'm always curious. And so I've had my follicles tested many times to see if I'm in menopause. And I always get that. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I feel like I've been in perimenopause for 10 years.
They say it's like 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So what are your symptoms?
Trying to even think what it was. I think like sleep was what a while.
Brain fog.
Oh my God. That's the one. Who nobody ever told us about that one. I heard everything else. Dryness, hot flashes, all that craziness. No one said anything about the brain fog. Yeah. It's bad. My kids tell me I have dementia. They go, "You have dementia, Mom."
No, I have a very good memory. It's not really my memory that goes, I will be mid-story, Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Go blank. Out of blank.
Yeah.
It's weird.
22 students, my little darling, adorable class who I spend 7 hours a day with. I will literally be looking at them and I'll go, "What's your name?" I remember your name.
Julie's name. I'm like, and then wait, the third one?
Yeah, but you've got a lot going on over there. You're touching a microphone.
I'm the lights. I'm sweating because of the light.
Do you have to get a glam squad to come and glam you up?
No, I need glam squad. I need a engineer. I need a team. I am the talent. Wait, so are you? So how will you know if you don't? How do you know if you're through?
So I was bummed because I just had a full workup in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see if I was over it because I was like, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I just want to get it over with.
Yeah, and it says not say I'm done. I'm like actively in menopause, so I don't know what that means. I feel pretty good though, to be honest. Like some of my friends were using the creams and the patches and all that craziness and all the different doctors and stuff. I do feel, I don't know, maybe I'm just nuts, but I feel okay. The brain fog is the biggest.
Yeah, I actually just saw a naturopath.
I heard that.
Excuse me. For the first time, all my friends are doing too. I'm like estrogen, the testosterone, the progesterone. Like, so I just had a full blood panel drawn. It was like gallons, John, gallons. I don't have the results yet. I'll let you know, but I don't know. I don't know if I even want to do all that stuff.
The only thing I wonder is why, unless I'm sure there's creams and stuff that could help you, but it depends on what your symptoms are, right? If they could give me something for the brain fog, I am all over that.
And I'm sweating like a maniac.
Are you? Yes, I did hear you say it. I'm not sweating. I'm not super sweaty, which is good. You've always been a little sweaty.
And I don't mind sweat. Like I love sweating when I work out, but no, this is like profusely.
Just sitting, like doing nothing?
No, it's the night sweat. I will wake up, and it used to be like before I get my period 2 nights before, I will wake up drenched, but now that's more frequent. And then when I work, like if I just start to sweat a little bit, it's not stop.
Yes, I do
love the
That's
feeling.
one of my favorite things about working out. It's just the amount of sweat. I used to hate it. Now I'm like,
oh really?
Look at me. Oh God, but I just didn't like that before. Now I'm like, I love it.
I do love that feeling.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a final question for you.
Okay.
First of all, thank you for your time and your generosity.
Anytime.
Okay.
It's your birthday weekend.
Oh, my birthday. I have a few questions for you. Okay. Speaking of birthdays, and I think I know the answer to this, but I say you're 50 now? I'm turning 53. I will always be the baby.
You gotta rub it in.
You can call me the baby. Does the number freak you out? Does getting older freak you out?
No, my number doesn't freak me out. It's my children's numbers. And then when you say shit like for 40 years, I go, oh, like, I really feel like I'm still 20, but since my daughter's 23, I can't tell people I'm 20 anymore. And people like laugh, they giggle when I say it. I'm like, oh no, I really feel like I'm like 25. Like I really feel like so.
No, I get it. I feel like I'm 32.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's
32. I like 25 better.
Yeah, I like 25 better because I don't feel like 32 is in the thick of having babies. I felt like crap. But no, mentally, I knew that like the number doesn't freak me. Yeah, it's the kids. It's the kids and thinking about what we were doing at that age.
Oh my God, our kids are turning 21 soon. Have you guys started?
I know they're gonna have their first drink because my 21-year-old is home right. They're both the boys are in the other room. Okay, Jen, what would 53-year-old Jen tell 25-year-old Jen as you take a sip of your Sauvignon Blanc Blanc, which I love? That is why I'm obsessed with you because Jen is the epitome of carpe diem.
That's what I'd say. I was going to say that sounds so cliche to say don't sweat the small stuff, but literally don't sweat the and don't sweat the big stuff either. Oh, there's always somebody else sweating about it, so why should you sweat about it?
Tell Shannon about finances. He's like, you don't worry about finances at all. I'm like, I really don't because you worry enough for the both of us. He wishes I worried.
I did a lot of the finances like early on in my marriage with Gare. And so I feel like I've paid my dues. And I feel like it's better if I don't know necessarily about it because I'm like sunshine and he gets to be like the person that reminds us that we can't go out to dinner or things like that. That's so one of the people should always be. They're the ones who keep it light. They keep it flowing.
Yeah, but like, I said, would it help you if all of a sudden you're like, okay, we got, like you said, let's not do that trip this year. Let's hold back on going out to dinner so much. And all of a sudden I'm like, I freak out.
Yeah.
You need me to be lighthearted. I'm saying don't be smart, but you
are. And you're smart. You're educated. You're not like if he said we can't go on that vacation this year, you wouldn't go, okay, I'm going to go turn around and buy myself a $1,500 purse or something. You get it. You're a smart, intelligent woman that gets it. That's the thing. You don't have to tell me every friggin' day the bills you're paying, which he likes to do sometimes. But no, an idiot, right? I know what's going on.
Oh, Gare, we love
that we have 3 kids in college right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That wild. So yeah,
it's crazy.
So I would be don't sweat the small stuff. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. I would say going back on it. Okay, here's my one thing.
Yeah.
Funny, and you were actually pivotal in this, Melissa.
Oh.
For whatever reason, you were talking about my family having this crazy gnarly work ethic, which they do. But prioritizing yourself. I remember when I was young and the kids were firstborn, whatever. And I remember my girlfriends like getting babysitters and going for like runs and stuff. And I remember being like, what? I would never do that. Like I wouldn't. And now I look back on it and I remember feeling guilty about leaving them to go work out or go do things. I just felt guilty. I felt, oh my gosh, that's so selfish. Where now I look at that in such a different way. I think, gosh, I wish that I would have instilled and shown them, you know, how important it is to take care of yourself. So
you said that to me before. Thank you. I do think, I don't know, that's just something that it's just a must have. It always has been. I know it's my therapy. I think also playing sports a lot, different sports. I grew up with it, but you played sports.
Totally. But your mom was always very in tune with it. I am not trying to blame my mom on this any way whatsoever, Mom. I'm not blaming it on you. But I'm just saying, your mom was very in tune with, I always remember her having her Weight Watchers meetings. And I remember she was very, right? She was very like in tune with all of that. And I feel like that was very healthy.
Yeah, no, she was definitely in tune. Although, do you remember her sun worshiping and her chest would be like black leather?
Remember we'd come home and she'd have the tinfoil? She'd be laying on tinfoil.
Like, she would run this sprinkler because, of course, we didn't have a pool. They got a pool and a golden retriever once I graduated. I'm like,
tiny little cocker spaniel. But I did think that was funny that they got a pool once she graduated.
Really, a pool and a golden retriever. I'm like, okay. We'll go into the Hoban upbringing later.
Oh,
but Jen, I love you to pieces.
I love you too. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. And I do admire you. You have always had such a level head. You have always been so much fun. You are always inclusive. You were from day one.
Thank you.
You always are. And I love you know how much I love Gare, my BFF.
He left. He totally left.
Oh, he's jelly.
No, he was. Yes, I think he could. Well, not being on the camera.
We'll do a separate one. We'll do a couples one.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Oh my God, that'd be
Sarah. I want Shannon to be.
Yeah, we'll do a couples one. I'll do a game. And I love your kids and I love our families. And
I know. I miss you.
40 more years?
Right. Yes.
Why not?
Hey.
93, let's rock it.
When they say midlife, I'm like, it seems weird to me, but if I'm like 106, great. Okay, sure.
Totally. As long as I'm like with it. If I'm
I know. If I'm drooling, and as my mom used to say, I'd say to her, like, be careful because someday I'm going to be wiping your butt. She'd be like, no, you will not. And if that happens, you just push me over the Golden Gate Bridge. You just throw me over the side.
Oh my God, Mrs. Tracy. Oh, we love her. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for doing this.
I have been sharing your pod with everybody. So
thank you. You're so sweet.
That's so fabulous. I literally listened to it on the way to school and I'm just dying laughing. And Gary and I listen to it sometimes together and he's just, she's going big. She is going big time.
You guys to be my PR people.
Seriously.
Like, oh my God, you guys are that message. Did you have fun at Cal Poly?
It's not a sadness thing when the kids go off to school because of course you're excited for them. You want them to go off. It's the change in the whole makeup of your family.
Energy, the house
isn't going to be, it's never going to be the same again. Like it's just not. And that's not a bad thing. And it's just a difference thing. And this is my other one that I remember. I was like, somebody said it to me recently and I was like, I love that. And they said, you're only as happy as your saddest child. And I was like, I love that. Because all my kids at this moment right now are just thriving and happy and feeling so good about what they're doing and where they are in their life. And of course I'm happy. I couldn't not be happy. So
total.
Well, Gary just got
yeah. Come on in here, the man, the myth, the legend, my number one fan.
Good to be here with you today. Thank you.
Where'd you go?
My dad was having an episode.
This is the talking about you talked about it before about taking care of your parents. Now our parents are also.
I think you used the term the sandwich.
Yes,
sandwich generation. My mom's in a rehab place. She just walked today for the first time.
I love her.
It was like a toddler. I was like, good job.
But that was only 2 weeks ago because you called me or texted me when I was in Utah.
I was like begging for prayers. No, that was a month ago. It's been 4 weeks.
Has it been 4? Okay.
Yeah. But Gary.
You're doing
Look at her.
Oh my God. We're going to do a foursome. We're going to do you, me. Yeah. Okay, Gary.
That would have been Mexico. Here we are.
How are you doing what is it? Not empty nesters, that stupid
bird launcher.
First of all, how do you like the term bird launcher?
I think I helped make that one.
You'd love to take credit for that. Somebody.
Let me tell you. I heard you're very
that's the good part about it. It's just, it's like refinding your 20-year-old love, but having a little bit more, not tiptoeing around each other a little bit, trying to be like the domesticated, like still getting your shit done, but being like with your best friend again. Like, I'm like, I remember that.
It is true. It is remembering. Wow, we had fun together without the distractions of the kids. Oh my God, we used to have a good time. Wait, but Gare, okay, wait, how old are you?
54.
So does getting older freak you out?
Yeah. It just, it grabs me every now and then.
Oh, really?
I have to shift. Come over here.
It's like the angels are shining on Jenna.
It just grabs me sometimes. I can't believe that I'm this person. I'm like thinking of the guys at work and they're 30 something and I'm 50 something and they seem like they're my peers, but they're not. And
we hang out with 70-year-olds. We have a couple that's like 70-year-old.
Wow.
Well, that would be like a 50-year-old hanging out with a 70-year-old.
Yeah, I have a couple friends that are.
They're fun and they can keep up with you.
Oh my God, the woman can drink me under the table.
Yeah.
The woman is wild.
We were thinking about the workouts, but if you want to bring it all the way down to wine, that's fine.
I'm 70 hanging out with 50.
Wait, I forgot. There's no convertible. You didn't get my friend's convertible.
Yes, I did. I got it.
Yeah, but you didn't get the convertible I wanted you to get.
It's not a convertible, but it has a nice big sunroof.
Oh, okay, good. Because remember I talked to you guys on the way down. And you're like, I'm like, get us a nice, cute convertible.
Yes. I know. This is good. It helps dye the grays, but then I can shut it up and have.
She hangs her head out of it all the way to work.
That's my girl. That's what you guys are. I miss you guys.
Lost. I love you.
I told them I'm putting on my hoops and my glass for my girl.
You're the best. Thank you. All
right. I love you. Please give everyone my love and tell them I miss them.
You too. You
I
too.
know. Okay. I'll talk to you
Bye,
soon.
honey.
Bye.
Bye. Or
Au revoir. No, it's how do you say goodbye in Spanish? Adios.
all right, hoops and gloss. That's it for this episode. Please share with a friend, and I'll see you next week.